Now, at the time of filming this video today, we currently have Texas coming in at 26,907 people without power. Oregon popping off at almost 100,000 people without power. Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas also struggling. And we've got live people reporting, don't use power or we'll cut it off, is what they're saying. Negative 36 degrees and they say use your power and we're gonna cut you off in a time a lot of people are struggling with the cold weather, to the point where cars are even being pulled out by horses.
Well, we are tracking more winter weather. It's not over yet, and unfortunately all the same places.
We all need to strap down, be prepared for power outages. We still have Winter Storm Indigo continuing to track across the U.S., bringing lots of snow and lots of ice. A lot of important information you guys should know coming right up. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Okay, we got a lot to cover, but I gotta show you this quick news clip that has to do with this cold weather that had me cracking up just before I started filming. So I'm gonna share it with you really fast just because we all need a good chuckle.
It's also causing some big time headaches for Chicago area owners of electric vehicles.
Yes, I never thought we'd say this, but it's true. As
she said, I never thought we would say this. Really? Like they were never gonna have a problem. Calm down, folks. This was not supposed to happen. How many of us thinkers out there knew that there was gonna be a load of problems? Cold, lack of electricity. Come on.
Dane Placco reports the low temperatures have caused some headaches for owners looking to charge their cars.
Electric cars may be the way of the future, but it's clear there are some problems when it comes to charging them in Chicago's deep freeze.
Oh, we got a bunch of dead robots out here.
Dead robots. Dead Teslas packed the parking lot at this Tesla supercharging station in Oak Brook, a scene mirrored in other supercharging stations around the Chicago area.
Man, this is crazy. It's a disaster, seriously.
With temperatures falling into the negative double digits, these charging ports have stopped charging, leaving many Tesla owners stranded here in long lines since Sunday.
Nothing, no juice, it's still on 0%, and this is like 3 hours this morning being out here, after being out here 8 hours yesterday.
Has it been charging?
No, not at all.
It just isn't working.
At all. It's just frozen, and so I'm now getting it towed to the Tesla service center because that's my only option at this point.
Adding to their frustration, they say, is that they're getting no help when they call Tesla for assistance.
No response from Tesla. We have been suffering since yesterday afternoon.
These are unusually cold temperatures, but do you find this acceptable?
No, not at all. Not really. I think it's less on the actual vehicle and more on the infrastructure.
Tesla has not responded to our emails for comment, but an automobile expert we talked to said that the owners of all EVs should hit the battery precondition button on their car before attempting to charge it in extremely cold weather. In Oak Brook, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
All right, so I got a kick out of that kid. A lot of dead robots. Now, it's no surprise that they're gonna pick on Tesla, right? Elon Musk. But you need to know the problem is across the board. All electric vehicles. You got really cold weather, you got batteries, you're gonna have a problem. And like I said, if it's not that problem, it's gonna be the problem of lack of electricity. I mean, look at the cold conditions right now. They're already saying rolling blackouts, which have started with some reports I'm gonna show you, when we don't even have enough electricity to power homes of people trying to stay alive with heaters. How are we supposed to power the influx of all of the electric vehicles they're trying to shove down our throats? Hang with me, I've got another funny one I want to show you that's going to be like a head scratcher and make you feel good that you're one of the few that actually thinks for yourself and can figure out how ridiculous things are out there. But let's touch on a couple serious things. In this post from X, Wall Street Apes, that was sent to me, says this: get ready for this, America. Canada is sending out notices. They will cut your power if you use more than they say. Currently, it's negative 36 degrees, and they're already cutting my town's power off about 2 hours. We've got people reporting that this is happening live in video, but then down below they say, not true. Check this out.
So I'm in Alberta, Canada, and tonight we got an emergency alert that basically the sum of it is Don't use power. If you do, we're gonna cut your power off. Feel free to screenshot it and read it for yourself. We're currently in a polar vortex. It's -36 with a wind chill of -43 where I'm at. They already cut my town's power off for about 2 hours early. This is exactly the reason that we bought a house with a fireplace. Maybe we'd have better luck if everybody bought a Tesla though, right?
And it's no joke. My buddy Jeff sent me the same notification he got on his phone. So get this. Believe what the media and whoever says that it's true and not true out there tells you, because that's what's true, regardless of what's really happening in real life. Like this. Right below it says, readers added context. This is false. Nobody's power was cut off. Extreme cold pushes Alberta's electric grid to the limit this weekend, triggering an emergency alert for Albertans to reduce power consumption. Consumers responded by cutting electricity use, and the grid avoided outages. And there's two references from CBC and Reuters. Then you got the poster writing, how are community notices like this allowed? This woman who literally lives there is telling you her power was cut on camera, and fact checkers are allowed to post notes saying the opposite. He goes on to say, my account is getting non-stop targeted with these biased trash notes to nuke my account reach. Another person, I am currently situated in Alberta, Canada, and the emergency alert has been sent out. The essence of it is simple. Restrain your power consumption or face the dire consequences. I implore you to take a screenshot and read it yourself. Our region is trapped in a treacherous polar vortex, with the temperatures plummeting to a horrifying -36 degrees and a wind chill of -43 degrees. And yet they have already severed my town's power supply for a shocking 2-hour duration. So with the big G warming topic, and you guys all getting sold on electric homes and electric vehicles. Now don't get me wrong, I'm all for electric, but you gotta have backup. Have to have safety measures in case SHTF happens. I'm all about an e-bike with a solar panel. I use mine all the time, but in an emergency situation, it's gonna be used properly, and I'm gonna have a backup plan to the backup plan, and a backup plan to that backup plan. These people out there are just believing whatever they're told, going out blind, and dealing with the consequences. People have a hard time reading the writing on the wall. Here's your next funny.
Giving this neighborhood $25 million.
Oh, $25 million.
Wow, what the hell? Are you serious? Right.
USA, USA.
What do you think it should be spent on?
The schools, the parks.
The illegal immigration problem. Fresh fruits, vegetables.
This is life. That elevator over there, broken. These houses, dirty.
Recreation for the kids to get out the street.
Well, sorry. He's spending it all so you could charge your electric scooter.
Get the out of here, Joe. I don't like that. That's ghetto.
What's...
He's spending on chargers? Man, they need to charge his brain.
They had to take the top of my head off a couple times, see if I had a brain.
Biden says once he installs these chargers for electric scooters, there will be less racism.
How does that equal less racism?
Come on, you're kidding me. There's no racism here.
There's actually more racist that he's doing this because it's really not helping the community.
I don't see the correlation, but I also don't see the correlation between Joe Biden and being president. I don't know who put that office, but it wasn't me.
Hope that was a little bit entertaining, but the point is, it's being shoved in our face left and right. And is it what we want? I don't think so. But guess what? If you're paying your taxes, that's where it's going. Now for real, a lot of crazy stuff going on with these power outages. Like I said, Texas coming in at almost 30,000 people out of power. That's what's reported. And Oregon almost coming in at nearly 100,000 people without power in Oregon. Upper Northwest is getting hit hard. And as I mentioned before, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, people are having to deal with power outages in the cold, snow and ice. So many people complaining about snow and ice right now. If you guys aren't prepared for a power outage, then you're a little bit late to the game. I'm gonna post these two videos up at the end of this video. They're also gonna be down in in the description. One, I teach you how to make a Crisco terracotta pot heater, a Crisco heater that has been known to run for like 72 days. It's a great source of light for when the lights go out, and believe me, I've used these for countless hours. They don't go down and are an excellent source of light. If things got nutty, you could put yourself in a very small room with the terracotta pots holding some of the heat down lower instead of losing it to the ceiling. You could definitely warm a small space. Watch that video for details. Over here is a video where I go over different sources of buddy heaters, the propane type heaters, ones that you can pick up, use large propane tanks like the 5 gallons, and easily be able to warm a small room, keeping you and your family protected over a short duration where the power will be out and you may be without heat. Definitely 2 good options to know about and be prepared. When I started this channel, I did a ton of how-to videos, and they're still there. I've got lots of them you guys can watch. So if you haven't yet, check those out, because let me show you what's coming down the pipe this week. This has already happened over the last several days and is continuing to happen. We're not out of the storm yet, folks. This is what we have to look forward to over the next couple days.
Well, we are tracking more winter weather. It's not over yet, and unfortunately, all the same places that have been hit with snow and freezing rain, well, you could see more of it by later this week. We have our latest storm, Winter Storm Indigo. This is in the northwest right now, and it is bringing some significant icing threats to parts of the northwest with heavy snow for the interior. So this storm is going to move across the country. This is the latest one that by Thursday pushes into parts of the Midwest, down into the Tennessee Valley, where we could not only see more snow, but also that threat of freezing rain and sleet once again as we go into late week. So there's a system pushing through the mid-Atlantic, parts of the Northeast by Friday. So late week, watch out once again for more winter weather. And here's a look at additional snowfall we could see. The heavier amounts out to the west, but places like Chicago, you could be seeing 1 to 3 inches. Nashville, you could pick up an inch. DC, you could be looking at 1 to 3 more inches coming your way by the end of the week.
So there you have it. It's not over, and that's a forecast through Friday. So hopefully this is serving as a warning. Not over yet. Will it go away? It'll go away. But this is news and awareness to make sure you guys stay strapped throughout the rest of this week at least. Again, a couple of really good videos so that you can be better prepared for what turns out to often be a scary, unpredictable mess when it comes to power outage, no heat, no light, whether it's a rolling blackout out of your hands or severe weather just happens to take out your power. It could be hours, it could be days before you get it back on. As I know more, like always, I'll keep you posted. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.